Hey there, this is Robin with LeBon Beef Farm. Come check out the pig area. Since we've had them in this wood line on our pasture, this is where we started them at. You can see the pretty footprints here. So it's pretty evident the defined line. This is obviously kicked out so we can get in here to move them over to their next paddock. So they've been moved over, but yeah, they did a good bit of work. You can kind of see the before over there. Not a lot of grass, but there's some grass that was coming down through here. We offset them this far out on this one just because we had this pile of limbs here, and I didn't have enough time to really move that out, so I just left it be. And they kind of scattered some of it out a little bit, but they didn't push it too much into the fence, so that was good. But yeah, they went through here. They did some disturbance. We had them here for 12 days. They worked it over fairly decent, but as you can see, we have stuff coming up. I mean, these are things that were not here before. It was basically just trees. Here we get a little bit coming up. What are we going to get? I don't really know. We'll see. But as you can see, there's obviously, and you can see kind of in this area in here where it's basically what they had was just underbrush covered in a ton of leaves that fell off of this big tree right here. This is their new area they've been in for 5 days, and so they're working through it. These are Kune, so they're not huge pigs, as you can see. We have our 2 breeder boars right there, and then 3 piglets. The big orange one, that's Clyde. These are just 3 babies from 2 different mamas. Anyway, they've already got some stuff coming up through here. A few little seedlings here or there. And so this is the before. This is their next paddock move, will be right here. And this is the current. Like I said, been here about 5 days. And of course that was the initial one. So that was 1. This is 2. There's 3, and then we'll keep going down the wood line there. But yeah, they've been working it over really good out here. This gets really soft, as you can tell. They don't do this kind of damage in this drier area, but it kind of runs downhill a little bit right here and settles in. Obviously I got all this mud, so yeah, that gives them the ability to do some work on that. And of course they're always going to hit it hard on the fence line. Try to come in and bring their feed, throw it further in, so they'll get in there and kind of trample them briars. Hey boys, how's it going? You doing all right? Hey Barnaby. So we're just gonna keep forcing them further in here. We'll put some more feed in here in some of these areas so they'll get in there and disturb it some. Hey Clyde. Hey bud. And that'll help kind of knock down some of these briars we're dealing with. You can see they've been working this along in here. And you can kind of tell a little bit in the difference in the ground. Just the shade, the lighter shade of color here versus as it gets a little darker further in. That's them working this over. So as they get in there, and we're just throwing it right on the ground. It's skim milk and a little bit of pig feed. Had some cabbage leaves in that one, the outer parts of some cabbage leaves in the core of it. So they get a little mix of scraps, get some skim milk, They get a little whey as well, the whey that we don't use when we make cheese. We use some of the whey for fermenting berries, so we got some strawberries fermenting right now. But anyway, they get a lot of skim milk, and we split that up between them and the sows that are back over at the house in their farrowing area. But yeah, it's coming along. Hopefully we get some decent grass growing in there, but we're just going to keep running them along here down this wood line. They should have about 7 paddocks is what I think I figured up. At least 6, but hopefully I think 7. And then I'll put them back. We'll bring them back over here. If for some reason this hasn't recovered, but by then it should, because it will have had at least 60 or 70 days rest. So if for some reason it doesn't look like it, then we may put them out, come off the wood line a little bit, and run them right down the edge. And we may do that in long, narrow paddocks to work them down this way anyway. The only thing is we'll have to put a shade structure in there for them. And I don't have a pig appropriate shade structure as of yet. So, all that said, I think we're still going to be fine though, bringing them back down here to this first. Pretty sure that's going to work out really well. And at the very least, there's still a good bit of area in the core of that. We just won't do any feeding near the fence line. We'll take it all straight into the middle of that paddock. My camera cut out. So the parasite issue should be mitigated by giving it that time lapse of 60, 70, maybe 80 days. So we'll definitely be past any concerns there. Check on the water for these sheep. Hey, sheep. Alright, cow's okay. I'm moving them. They're almost finished with that bale, so I'll move her and the donkey. Yeah, y'all are good on water. They're working on a new bale over there. I've got to wait till the storm passes and then I can close in their net, get them moved over. We've just been getting hit with storms. Trying to get all our chores done and get inside before the rain hits. But anyway, wanted to share how that's that forest line, wood line. It's a pretty shallow line, but it's good enough to run them guys in. We could probably run at least 1, if not 2 feeder pigs, full-size pigs in there, so running that little group of Kunes is no problem at all. We could add a couple more to it, it would be an issue. So I'll sign off for now, get the cow moved from the stanchion over to her area. Stay tuned for more updates on the pigs. Get some good grass growing in there. I'm hoping they'll show y'all that. Yeah, have a good day.